I'm Danny Kanell of CBS Sports HQ, breaking down all 40 college football bowl games versus the spread, not just winners. And in order to do that, got to get my guys Barrett Sallee and Tom Fornelli here from CBS Sports as well to break down the Hawaii Bowl. Hawaii versus BYU. BYU is laying 2. The total is 62. It is the lone standalone game on Christmas Eve. Nothing says family like sitting around having a few cocktails watching the Hawaii Bowl as you prep for Santa to come through the chimney. But I'm just warning you guys, anytime we talk about Hawaii, I am partial to the Warriors because I was actually on the Denver Broncos with Nick Rolovich, the head coach. We were the 4th and 5th quarterbacks on the depth chart, really battling to try to figure out who was going to maybe make the squad. He's a great dude, one of the great personalities out there. Kalani Sitake's a great guy as well for BYU. But this one should be a fun game. Hawaii playing at home as the underdog. Tom, do you have a lean in this one?
I do. I'm fading Hawaii. I love Nick Rolovich. I think he's a very good coach. I think that if somebody on the mainland wanted to hire him, it would be a very smart hire. I just don't know if he really wants to leave Hawaii because I think that's the perfect spot for him with his history there as the quarterback. It's just, if we look at Hawaii against the spread at home, and this is really a home game for them because honestly, if you're in Honolulu, where are you going to go for a vacation other than Honolulu? You're already there. But at home, Hawaii has been horrible against the spread. Since 2014, they are 13, 26, and 1 against the spread. That's just a common theme for them overall because they're only 20, 42, and 2 against the spread in their last 64. As an underdog, 7, 18, and 1 against the spread. Against a winning team, 7 and 19 in their last 26. So I think that this is a offense that, as you know, it's explosive. I think that, you know, the run and shoot that they run, they could put up points on the board in a hurry. I love Cole McDonald's dreads. I love so much about this Hawaii team. It's just, I think defensively, BYU is good enough to slow it down. And offensively, I think the Cougars are pretty much going to be able to get whatever they want against a Hawaii defense that hasn't shown an ability to stop teams on a consistent basis. So I think that if I have to take a side of the spread here as I sneak away from the family at my sister's house on Christmas Eve to watch some football, I'm going to be taking BYU before I take Hawaii. I just think the Cougars are a little bit better than the Warriors this season.
I'll take Hawaii, and I can't tell you how much I love the tradition back of wrapping presents, drinking beer, and putting together toys while the Hawaii Bowl rolls on Christmas Eve night. So excited that it's back on Christmas Eve. I'll take Hawaii. Cole McDonald, ever since he got benched in the middle of the season, has come back with a vengeance. I love what he brings to the table. But when you're playing a team like BYU, you have to be stout at the line of scrimmage, and Hawaii is that. They are big up front. They can take care of those adults that play along the offensive and defensive line for BYU. So because of that, I think Hawaii gets the job done. And Hawaii's played defense the last couple of games. UNLV and San Diego State, they shut both of those teams down. Now, I know they don't exactly have explosive offenses, but for Hawaii to be able to do that, that says something, especially considering BYU's offense has been incredibly up and down this year. So give me Hawaii. Tom's right. They have not been great at home, but I think they get the job done. I think they'll want to make a statement. I think this team and Nick Rolovich will be well coached and ready for what BYU is bringing to the table. So give me Cole McDonald and Hawaii.
All right, I warned you at the top of this segment. I've lost a lot of money betting on Nick Rolovich because he's my guy. There's an emotional string there. So that being said, I'm going to take Hawaii in the 2, but not with a lot of confidence in this one. And you probably want to fade the history as Tom was telling us. This Hawaii team is looking for their first 10-win season since 2010. So there is something to play for if you want to do that. And how about this BYU team? Started off the year with games against Utah. They played pretty tough. I know the final score was a little bit misleading, but lost to Utah. Then they beat Tennessee and Knoxville. Then they beat USC at home to go 2-1. And then what they do after that, they lost 3 games in a row, but then they finished 5-1 in the back end. So it's been a really up and down season for BYU. I'm a little bit concerned about what I'm going to get from them. I'm going to go with Hawaii with a little more to play for that 10-win season, getting used to winning, coming up just short against Boise State in that one. What about the point total in this one, which is set at 62? Hawaii has this high-flying air raid offense. We mentioned the quarterback, Cole McDonald. Will this game be higher scoring than the 62, Tom?
No, I like the under more than I like the over here. I do think that Hawaii, as I mentioned with my pick, I think defensively BYU is good enough to slow down that Hawaii offense. And I think that once they kind of get a lead, they're probably going to want to slow things down and keep that Hawaii offense off the field because that is the strength of their team. And, you don't want it on there because they are explosive. They can put together touchdowns in a hurry. So you want to limit their opportunity to do so. So I think if this game plays out the way I'm expecting it to, the under will be the smarter play than the over, just because I think that BYU can keep Hawaii from getting into the 30s, and that would keep it under 62.
Yeah, I'm with the under as well, Tom. You love the unders. I'm with you on this. I just think this is going to be more of a slugfest than maybe people realize. Yeah, Hawaii has that wide open offense, but I think BYU can slow it down a little bit. And BYU's offense, I don't really trust them to be consistent at all. They're sort of all over the place. So I think it'll be under. I don't necessarily think both teams will look crisp. BYU might be they might be enjoying the vacation a little bit. So yeah, give me the under in this one. I do think Hawaii wins, but I don't think it's going to be one of those high-flying air raid Hawaii style games.
I'm with you. A little rust from the time off usually affects those passing attacks. Get your eggnog ready for the Hawaii Bowl. Hawaii versus BYU, Tuesday, December 24th, Christmas Eve at 8 p.m.